Yo, what's going on, guys? Mike, Sin, whatever the hell you want to call me, coming at you with a sub-rogue guide in the War Within. Guys, this expansion's super fun, and sub-rogue is extremely strong, and there's a lot to talk about, and oddly enough, I got the rogue shirt on. So we're going to go ahead and go over the gear, the talents. We're also going to get into like how to open, maybe a situational opener, and we're going to go over a couple macros. So stay tuned and let's get right into the damn bidger, bud. All right, so how do I gear the sub-rogue? Well, it's simple. Mastery, versatility, crit, and then haste. Well, you really don't want any haste, but pretty much if you can't get mastery, then you want crit. Looking at the gear, it looks like I'm all verse-masked up, mainly because mastery is going to increase your finishing move damage, and versatility, well, we know why we need versatility, but crit would be your technical off stat, but there's no reason you don't really have pretty much everything at this point verse mass except for like maybe some tier pieces. So yeah, mastery, verse, then crit. Alright, you sons of bitches, let's get right into macros. Starting off with the damage macro, the Swifty one-shot, whatever you want to call it. Listen, I'm going to take out the work for you guys completely. I'm going to copy and paste everything in the description. So all you have to do is Control-C it in the description and Control-V it in the game. It's going to be nice and easy. But starting off with the one-shot macro, you guys are going to see later in how to open this. I'm going to use this macro in the opener. But Symbols of Death, obviously. Goремaw's Bite, I do not use. Listen, I just have a bunch of stuff thrown in here because this is a Swifty one-shot macro. So there's going to be stuff thrown in there for cheesy one-shot purposes. But like Thistle Tea is going to be in there. Blood Fury because I'm Orc. Blades, Saltwater Potion. So if you're in BGs, you know, you're going to have a little bit of fun with it. Then obviously I got the badge for that extra burst damage. So yeah. And then I got like the Focus Sap, the Focus Kidney. I mean, I have this bar shown to show you guys. Like I have Focus Step, Focus Kick, Focus Kidney. I got Focus Sap, Focus Blind. Listen, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm taking out all the work. So, you know, if you guys don't have these macros, like if you wanted to say Focus Step and then Focus Kidney, you're gonna have that macro. And it's going to be in the description. All you got to do is copy and paste it, okay? Let's jump right into talents. Let's start with Deathstalker. So, 9 out of the 10 times you are playing Deathstalker. Now, fair warning, this will break CC. So if you're like in a rogue mage scenario and you have the death mark on something, it probably, there's a high chance that it might break his cheap. It may break the poly, it may break the trap, unless he's obviously playing freezing, like the Diamond Ice trap. It might break some CC, fair warning, so you just got to get used to looking at it. But, needless to say is, we're going to jump in here and talk about what you could be playing, like, optionally. I'm playing Symbolic Victory. Now, not a lot of rogues are running this, I just like the extra damage on the Eviscerate. A lot of rogues are actually running when the Shadow Blades expire. They get the 30% increased shadow damage. You can do something with that, which would be really sick. I think this is probably the better option. Also, here's another situational one where Ethereal Cloak's really good because you get 2 seconds of increased Cloak and Shadows. I personally like that one, but I also see a lot of rogues running this one, which is a very good one to run too. Evasion reduces the magical damage taken by 20%. And Cloak of Shadows reduces physical damage taken by 20%. So I could see you switching in and out of these actually quite a lot. But for the most part, you're going to want to run Deathstalker. And then for the main tree here, like the main rogue and sub build, I honestly haven't changed it yet. Pretty much, you're going to want the 2 Vanishes. You're going to want the CDR. This is huge, guys. And they're getting rid of this here soon, but we have it now, so definitely abuse it where you can reset cooldowns. So you definitely want these 2 big key points here in the build. Dance Macabre for the extra damage. Dark Brew. Finality. Guys, you're going to want all of this, okay? I am going to go ahead and just share this with you guys. I will put it in the description once again to make it nice and easy. But yeah, real quick, guys, we forgot to talk about PvP talents, so let's jump right into it. Guys, what you're looking at is pretty much a lock-in, but let's say you're not versing at melee, you can drop disarm and go smoke bomb. I don't see a time where you're never not playing Thieves Bargain because the CDR is so big. Like, the reduction on Shadow Blades is just so damn good, and like even with resetting the cooldown through Vanish too, like it's OP. You're obviously gonna want to run this, okay? And Shadowy Duel is also like insane because you can use it as pills. You can use it to get away from people. You can do it. You can use it to try to cheese people or kill people in a duel. It's just too good. So the only one you're ever getting rid of is Smoke Bomb for disarm or disarm for Smoke Bomb. So that is pretty much it for PvP talents, guys. Let's talk the opener. Now, this is probably the most complicated part of Sub Rogue because a lot of people overthink, well, how the fuck do I open? Listen, my advice to you is don't overthink it, okay? Listen, you do not need to overthink this son of a bitch. There's a lot of different ways to open, I guess, essentially, but there's not. It all depends. This is the most situational class you will ever play, okay? And you will soon find out. But let's just say we're going to do a basic opener and a 1v1, and this is the very first way. This is the very first opener of the day for you, okay? So what we're going to do is proc stealth. Then, we're instantly, and I mean instantly, we're going to pop that macro to a cheap, to a dance, to a sepsis, to an eviscerate, to a re-cheap, into a secret tech, into a re-cheap, one more, into another eviscerate, and then you're going to throw a shadow strike in there with a rupture. Now, you're going to have extra combo points. If you can hold on to them, that's good, but we're actually just going to keep spending them to try to farm back a dance. Now, obviously, we still have the vanishes to reset the cooldown of dance, but all in all, that is kind of what the opener is going to look like. Something like that. You can do your little twist to it, but that's kind of how I have it down. You know, in my head, that is my muscle memory. That's exactly what I'm doing pretty much 99% of the time. But it's all situational. Guys, pro tip. 2v2 scenario, like I showed you the opener, right? And you're gonna be like, well, I didn't use kidney shot. And like I said, if you save your combo points for the next opener, you can open with kidney. If you saved your combo points. Now, in a 2v2 scenario though, okay, let's say you're playing healer DPS and you're versing healer DPS. Let's go ahead and say this is like, I don't know, let's say this is an arms warrior and this is a holy pally, okay? The star is the holy pally, this guy over here, and this guy's the arms warrior. So in a 2v2 scenario, what we could do, and this is how to open. We're gonna run in here, we're gonna sap the pally. Sap is a 6-second thing. So we're gonna go ahead and sap him. We're gonna come over here, cheap shot, do our opener, okay? Well, it's gonna be a little scuffed. Now what you're gonna do is make sure you have enough combo points. You're gonna go ahead and step kidney the healer. Okay? And you're going to keep coming hitting the warrior a little bit more. And then you're going to blind the healer off. Okay? So this guy just said, like, let's just say this. There is 6 seconds of sap. Okay? So he sat 6 seconds of sap, or well, realistically 5 because you got to break your own CC. So he sat 5 seconds of sap. He sat 5 seconds of stun. And he's going to sit 5 seconds of blind. Guys, that is 15 seconds of CC. If you do not get it, like, if you do not get a trinket in that opener, or if this guy just doesn't die, then I don't know. But trust me, that's just a pro tip. If you having a rough time like opening or like trying to figure out what to do, or just pro tip, try it out. I think you'll like it because you're gonna want to send a lot of that in the early game anyways. All right. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, guys. I really appreciate it. I got a 2v2 tutorial video dropping here in a few days. Kind of gonna go over the basics of like what to do in a 2v2 scenario. And then I plan on making a 3v3. What in the fuck? These guys ruined my damn view, man. What the fuck? Nah, but for real, guys, I got the 2v2 tutorial coming, and then I'm going to start working on a 3v3 one here very, very soon. So stay tuned, everybody.